Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are healthy and fine, right? Students, as we all know that we have started this chapter, finite and non-finite verbs, under which I have given you a basic introduction about finite and non-finite verbs. Also, we have studied about infinitives. Okay, so today what we are going to study is about gerunds, as we are continuing the chapter, and where participants also have been included in the same chapter. So three different topics along with their different exercises been given, but let me discuss, let me have this particular discussion and explanation part. Then after this explanatory part we can do the exercise, as it will be more easier for us to understand as well as to practice. Okay, so let us start with our today's topic, that is gerunds. Okay, so gerunds are what? The very first question which comes in our mind is, what is gerund? So gerund looks like a verb, but actually it's a noun. What did I say? That gerund looks like a verb, but actually it's a noun. Okay, so gerund looks like a verb, but actually it's a noun. See, we all know, that verb is what? It's an action. Okay, whatever we do, it's an action, and it has been included as a verb. Okay, so if I say, like for an example, I jog every morning. In this example, this is what? This is the verb. Okay, this is what? This is the verb. Okay, I jog every morning. Here I am trying to tell you that what action I perform every day, every morning. What action or what type of verb is mentioned over here, that is telling us about the action done by me. Okay, so what if I don't want to do that action but still want to mention it? Is it confusing? डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज. मैं कह रही हूँ कि जब मुझे किसी एक्शन को करना नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी उसे किसी सेंटेंस में या किसी को बताना है, मेंशन करना है, तो मैं क्या कह सकती हूँ? लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल ओवर हियर आई कैन से जॉगिंग इज वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट ways to exercise. I love jogging. Okay, so here you can see that I have mentioned the same action, but here this action actually is not done by me. I am not doing the action, but the thing is that I am describing about it. I am just talking about an action which is not done by me. Okay, here I am not doing the action right now. Am I? No, I am not. But I am talking about something that I love to do. Okay, what I love to do has been mentioned in a sentence. I am trying to tell something, right? So this is what? This is nothing but gerund. Okay, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? gerund. क्यों? क्योंकि देखिए यहाँ पर ये एक्शन परफॉर्म नहीं हो रहा. It looks like a verb. ये है एक एक्शन ही है, verb ही है, लेकिन यहाँ पर किस तरीके से है? It's actually a noun, in the form of noun. Okay, so whenever you have a sentence where a particular noun, verb is actually behaving like a noun, which is acting like a noun, this is nothing but what? A gerund. So gerunds are what? These are actually, they look like a verb but act like a noun. Okay, as a noun here I have used a verb, right? So these are not difficult to understand. You are quite familiar with this word gerund, as you have studied in your 7th standard as well. Okay, so this is the basic information that you can, from where you can understand what is a gerund. Okay, तो जनरली हम gerunds को कैसे recognize करते हैं? How, if I ask you, how you are going to recognize a gerund? What does it look like? So beta, always remember that gerunds are formed by adding base form of verb plus nothing but gerund. So this is the basic formula for gerund. Okay, base form of verb plus ing. So for example over here, see in this particular jog is what? This is the base form of verb. Okay, this is the base form of verb and plus ing gives you what? Gerund. Makes him jogging. Okay, so this is how we can recognize in a sentence, okay, where this is particular gerund. See beta, it is a bit confusing, okay, as it is quite similar to what? It is similar to the continuous tense also. Continuous tense of or continuous part of a verb also. Verb के continuous form में भी चाहे present continuous हो, past continuous हो या future continuous हो, आपने उसमें देखा होगा है ना कि उसमें ing form लगते हैं, right? So here also we have verb plus ing, but you know the meaning of particular gerund and that ing form is quite different. Sometimes it makes you a little confused कि कौन सा है, but listen to the question. Is it asking about tense or is it asking about infinite or non-finite verbs? It is asking about you gerunds. What the question is trying to ask you? Give your answers according to that only. If it is asking about gerund, then this must be related to gerunds, where a verb base form is connected, is added with ing to give you a gerund. Likewise here, I love jogging. Okay, so in this way you need to recognize, need to practice certain exercises where you can identify which is a gerund and which is a particular continuous tense form, right? So this was the so far we have learned. Like for example, I'll say something in front of you. Let's see how much you can recognize from there. Okay, if I say that I love singing. Okay, if I say I absolutely love singing, but performing on a stage in front of a crowd makes me really nervous. Standing in front of the crowd, is terrifying. So while saying certain sentences, how many gerunds did you identify? Have you recognized any of them? If I say continuously such type of words, you will get a little bit confused. But if you listen carefully, you will be able to understand that what did I try to say. Let us write these sentences that I said just now. Okay? What did I say? I absolutely love singing. But performing on stage makes me really nervous. Okay, and then what did I say? Standing in front of a crowd is terrifying. If I said it in a paragraph, if I said it in a continuous speaking, you might haven't recognized. But while writing like this, you can identify a gerund very easily. I absolutely love singing. Okay, this is your gerund. But performing on a stage makes me really nervous. This is again a gerund. Standing in front of a crowd, is terrifying. Okay, so here terrifying is also with ing, but this is not your gerund. Why is it so? Why it is not a gerund? Because this is an abstract noun. Okay, we don't have, as I told you that verbs क्या होते हैं? They should change according to the singular, plural. They should change according to the tense, right? So this word, this is not getting changed. This is terrify. This is an abstract noun. Okay, so here it doesn't goes with the gerund. here standing is, okay, stand, standed, stood, okay, stand, stood, standing. So in this way this is changing according to the tense also. So here this is what, this is a gerund. But why it is a gerund? Because it is acting as a noun. It is an action but it is acting as a noun. So बहुत easy है to recognize gerunds as they are easy to identify. What we have learned up till now, that gerunds are what, these look like a verb but actually it's a noun. They can be formed by, adding ing to the base form of the verb, okay, gives you what, gerund. So these are easy to find out. But let me ask you one thing, how and when you can use a gerund? If I ask you when you can use a gerund, how you can use a gerund, so beta always remember there are plenty of situations where you can use a gerund, okay. See, बहुत सारे situations हैं जहाँ पर आप gerunds का use कर सकते हैं. Some of them I am going to explain it today, and some you will be studying in your 9th and 10th also. So very few of them I am going to take it here also, where you can use a gerund. See, gerunds can be used here as a subject of the sentence, okay, as an object of the sentence, okay, as a subject of the sentence, as an object of the sentence. Even it is used with what, certain fixed expressions, okay, certain fixed expressions. Also you can use it after prepositions. And also sometimes you can use it after verbs. After verbs, or I would say another word. After another word. So that's a lot of possibilities where you can use gerunds in a sentence. Okay, so let's break them down together and study each of them one by one, so that you can understand gerunds in a better way. Okay, so let us start with the first one, as in subject. Okay, this is as in subject. We will study how as a subject you can use a gerund. For an example over here, eating fruits and vegetables is important for a healthy diet. So when I said as a subject, means here eating, here this is the gerund that has been used as a subject. Okay, also you can say studying gerunds doesn't have to be frustrating. Now here studying is what, it's your gerund which is used as the subject. Here frustrating, अब यहाँ ing दिया है तो ये नहीं होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? Can frustrate be changed according to the tense, according to the number of subjects? No. And what we are saying as a subject, so subject should begin at the from the beginning, है ना. हम हमेशा subject को from the beginning, start से शुरू करते हैं. यहाँ से हमारा subject start होता है, right? So यहाँ पर देखिए studying, it is actually changing according to the tense also, according to the number of subject also, and here it is used as a subject as well. Okay, so I hope you are understanding it, what I am trying to tell you. Okay, so अगर हम बात करें as an object, अब यहाँ subject है तो यहाँ object में as an object you can use a gerund as well. Like for an example here, see there are plenty of verbs with whom you can use a gerund. जैसे बहुत सारे verbs हैं जिसके साथ आप gerund use कर सकते हैं. जैसे for an example आप जैसे love, like, enjoy, prefer. There are lot of verbs where you can use particular gerund with these verbs. Okay, so as an subject as an object जब आप यूज कर रहे हैं तो इनके साथ ऐसे verbs हैं जिनके साथ लगाकर भी आप gerunds फॉर्म कर सकते हैं. देखिए इसी वजह से मैं एग्जांपल बना देती हूँ आपके लिए. I like cooking but my sister is much better cook than me. So I like cooking. Here like is a verb and cooking is a gerund. Okay, so आप समझ रहे हैं यहाँ पर ऑब्जेक्ट के तौर पर क्या यूज हो रहा है, यहाँ पर like cooking. अब ये एक फ्रेज के फॉर्म में भी हो सकता है. ओके, और इन अ सेंटेंस भी. तो सेंटेंस में भी हमें पता होता है कि हम कैसे सब्जेक्ट प्रेडिकेट फाइंड आउट करते हैं, और यहाँ पर एज एन सेंटेंस में भी. ठीक है, तो आपको सिर्फ समझना पड़ेगा कि कहाँ आप gerund यूज कर रहे हैं, किसके साथ. जैसे इन नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल, she really enjoys taking pictures of the sunset. Here what did I say? Enjoy. No? She really enjoys taking. This is your gerund. Okay, taking pictures of the sunset. This is your gerund. This is the verb that has been already used with the gerund. Okay. What I can say? Here you can always use I love, I like, I prefer doing something. है ना, आप बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स यहाँ पर ले सकते हैं टू फाइंड आउट दिस पर्टिकुलर gerund as well. Okay, so यहाँ हमने एज अ सब्जेक्ट देखा है, एज एन ऑब्जेक्ट. Now let's see with certain expressions, fixed expression. तो fixed expressions के साथ भी इसका यूज होता है. Okay, let me show you. So let me first write the example where you can use this word prefer. Like I prefer buying fruits from the local market. So here prefer is a verb and buying is what? This is your again a gerund. Okay, now with after certain prepositions. Okay, after prepositions, तो आपको पता है that prepositions like what, in, on, at, under, behind, there are so many prepositions where you can use them, use a gerund after a preposition. है ना, जैसे बहुत सारे prepositions हैं जिसके बाद आप gerunds का जो है वो यूज कर सकते हैं. जैसे for an example over here I'll write it. I am fed up. Like I am fed up with asking you to be quiet. So fed up with, this is in what? This is your a preposition. Okay, this is what? This is a preposition. है ना, यहाँ पर ये क्या है? ये आपका preposition है. Okay, यहाँ आप एक और एग्जाम्पल ले सकते हैं. She walked out of the room without saying a word. Okay, so without is what? This is again a preposition, and saying is what? Saying is a what? gerund. Okay, so इस तरीके से यहाँ पर asking ये आपका gerund है, saying यहाँ पर gerund है. So there are plenty of prepositions after which a gerund can be used. Okay, now what is remaining? This. Okay, this is 2, this is 3, and this one is the 4th after fixed expressions. So fixed expressions कॉमन एक्सप्रेशंस आप बोल सकते हैं. कॉमन एक्सप्रेशंस लाइक क्या हो सकते हैं, लाइक can't help, no, can't stand, of, no use, okay, or you can say to be worth or worthy, है ना, to be worth or worthy दोनों भी आप ले सकते हैं. ठीक है, वर्थ भी ले सकते हैं, to be worthy. तो ये कुछ कॉमन एक्सप्रेशंस है जिसके बाद जो है आप gerunds यूज कर सकते हैं. Like for example over here, I can't help being a perfectionist. Now here can't help is what, this is your common or expression, and being is what, this is your gerund. Okay, आप समझ रहे हैं किस तरीके से. अब यहाँ एक और मैं एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं इसका. I can't stand working with people who always shows up late. Okay, late. So I can't stand. Can't stand is your common expression, and working is what? It's a gerund. So there are plenty of example. अगर आपको to be worthy का है तो आप इसका भी ले सकते हैं. It's not worthy to spend a lot of money. Okay, so यहाँ देखिए, यहाँ not worthy. Okay, and यहाँ पे आप कहते हैं spending a lot of money. So it's not worthy spending a lot of money. Okay, so spending is what? This is your gerund, and not worthy is what? This is your common expressions. Okay, so यहाँ हमने कितनी चीज़ें पढ़ी हैं? As a subject, as an object, सर्टन फिक्स एक्सप्रेशन या कॉमन एक्सप्रेशंस के बाद, आफ्टर प्रपोजिशंस के बाद. अब यहाँ पर आफ्टर अनदर वर्ब. तो ये आफ्टर अनदर वर्ब ये थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजिंग है. क्यों कंफ्यूजिंग है, देखिए मैं आपको समझाती हूँ. कई बार हमने देखिए, आपने जो इन्फिनेटिव्स पढ़े हैं, है ना, उसमें हमने क्या देखा है कि वर्ब प्लस बेस फॉर्म लेते हैं, हम V1 लेते हैं. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर जो यूज हो रहा है वो वर्ब प्लस आईएनजी फॉर्म है. वहाँ पर भी बेस का फर्स्ट फॉर्म है, और इन्फिनेटिव्स के बाद भी हम जो लेते हैं वो भी वर्ब का बेस फॉर्म है. बराबर है. तो यहाँ देखिए, ये थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजिंग है, क्योंकि वर्ब के बाद जब gerund लगता है ना, या हम बोलते हैं वर्ब के बाद प्लस टू इन्फिनेटिव, ये बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है. ये बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग क्यों है, क्योंकि हमें सेंटेंस पढ़ना होता है. इफ़ यू हैव चूज इनअप्रोप्रिएट वर्ब, देन इट कैन चेंज द होल मीनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस. ओके, अगर आपने गलत वर्ब चुना है तो क्या होगा, आपके सेंटेंस का पूरा मीनिंग ही उलट जाएगा, पूरा चेंज हो जाएगा. जैसे देखिए, अगर यहाँ पर आपका gerund और इन्फिनेटिव्स में आपको वर्ब्स का बहुत कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है, तो आप समझिए कि यहाँ आईएनजी फॉर्म है, यहाँ पर वर्ब का सिर्फ बेस फॉर्म है ना. यहाँ मैं आपको दो एग्जाम्पल लिख के देती हूँ. दोनों एग्जाम्पल में देखिए, पहले वाले में द वर्ब इज एक्टिंग एज अ नाउन, एंड इन द सेकेंड इट इज जस्ट अ वर्ब. ओके, वेयर अ बेस फॉर्म इज यूज, दोनों ही जगह. ठीक है, सो लेट मी राइट द एग्जाम्पल ओवर हियर. ओके, what here we can write. Okay, see, to no, not to take. Okay. Like, don't forget to take your sister to the supermarket. To take, okay, or I will never forget driving along the coast of Sicily. Done. So देखिए यहाँ पर don't forget to take your sister to the supermarket to take this. Here it is acting as a verb. Here it is acting as an infinitive, verb plus infinitive. Here driving, okay, driving it is a gerund. So in first sentence it's a infinitive and in second it is acting as an what? As an in gerund. तो बहुत कंफ्यूज होने जैसा नहीं है. सिर्फ यहाँ देखिए वर्ब का बेस फॉर्म है और इसके साथ टू लगा है तो ये इन्फिनिटिव है. यहाँ पर अगर आईएनजी फॉर्म है तो वो जेरंड है. अगर एक ही सेंटेंस में आ रहे हैं तो ये आपको समझना बहुत इजी हो जाता है सिर्फ इन्फिनिटिव और जेरंड के डिफरेंस को. ठीक है. कंटिन्यूअस अगर फॉर्म है तो उसके लिए हम क्या देखते हैं कि उसके साथ क्या आ रहा है. वर्ब एक एक्शन फॉर्म में है या यहाँ पर इट इज एक्टिंग एज एन नाउन. So I hope that you have understood today's topic. Do note down all the examples because it is going to help you understanding it in more better way. Okay. Good day students. Take care.